To public comments, the rules of engagement still in effect. If you want to raise your hand, come forward and state your name, please. Yes, ma'am.
Turn this on for you.
Regina Snow, address is 1102 Autumn View Lane. Good evening, commissioners, good evening, audience.
Regina, right up to the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Hold it toward you.
Okay, all right. My concern is the daily ATV dirt bike use which is occurring on private property owned by Waste Management. The concerns are that kids, young adults are coming from their home and riding on public streets to get to this private property. I understand that there are two entrances to this property, one being on Chestnut Grove Road and another on a street on the other side of the property. Since the opening of this self-made trail starts on township property from a public street, I figured there is something that could be done on township property prohibiting the access to Waste Management's property. I have contacted Waste Management's corporate headquarters in Houston and spoke to Brian, who stated on their end, he will send notice to their real estate company and their local headquarters, termed the 977, to have no trespassing signs placed throughout their property. I made a formal complaint with this township 1 week ago and within 2 days received a call from Chief Fisher about these concerns and how the neighbors are concerned of the constant loud audible noise every day and evening, as well as not being able to enjoy outdoor space due to constant racetrack activity behind the homes. Since the complaint, I have noticed an increased police presence at the entrance of the self-made trail. So the rationale for this statement is that there is a violation of the PA Motor Vehicle Code, Section 75, I believe Section 7712, as it relates to off-road vehicles on public highway and private property. The other rationale is a decreased quality of life due to not being able to enjoy outdoor space. Also trespassing of township property and private business property. The rationale is also to prevent township homeowners, HOA, from being liable of injury as a result of trespassing riders, to prevent damage of property and human safety. That's all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Others? Yes, sir.
Alan Kratz, 222 Mulgers Mill Road, and 230 and 232. 2 or 3 years ago, the state scraped along Mulgers Mill Road, scraped the sod off for ditches, and since then, there's been a lot of big rains, and now the ditches are about 2 feet deep, about 1.5 feet wide, and it's undermining Mulgers Mill Road street bed, the underneath of the blacktop. I put a call into the state to 1-800-FIX-ROAD. I talked to them, supposedly they came out and looked. Nothing has ever happened in over a year. I was wondering if the street department can have any pull with the state. And I noticed the opposite side of the road, this is on downhill. A lot of water goes down that road from behind WPAZ radio station field and up higher, all the way from Schwenk Road and above. It's like a whirlpool when it rains hard there. The other side of the road has a blacktop scooped ditch. I was wondering if they could discuss that with the state. And 4 years ago, on an ice storm, one of the police cars for Potts Grove fell into the ditch. So, I mean, it is a bad spot, and it's a very deep ditch. I was hoping the state would do something about it. I had a nice grass to the road, and now it's a ravine. I have to use a weed eater to clean it up. But they won't do anything for me. I didn't know if this Potts Grove can remedy the situation. And in fact, we added additional drainage for the 232 driveway, and but so much water goes through there, it's And if they add big ballast rock, it'll just all wash out. It needs to be something solid, blacktop or concrete or something. Thanks.
Just a quick question, you said this is around the 232 Margaret's Mill Road?
It starts at, they scraped out from my mailbox, which is 228 and 222,
Okay,
a little narrow spot, I don't know why they even did that, and that's washed down under my driveway. And then from 222, 228 driveway, it's a huge mess.
thank you.
Others? Yes, sir.
I'm Fred Ramilius. I live at 155 Boxwood Court, and I'm here to represent myself as a taxpayer and as a resident of Upper Potts Grove and as a citizen. And I understand that lawsuits have been filed against a newspaper, a lawyer, and multiple citizens and residents alleging libel and defamation. And I'm sure that things were said and items were written that have caused hurt feelings on both sides of the Smola Farms issue. But my concern is that taxpayer dollars are being used to sue local residents and to intimidate them and to silence them. Equally important, I don't see how there are going to be any winners in this case, just losers. And that's the local taxpayers who, one way or another, are going to pay the bill for all of the lawyers that will get involved in these cases. At the end of the day, these lawsuits and counter lawsuits are about resolving hurt feelings at the taxpayer's expense. I urge you to forgive the grievances, work out issues amicably, and spare the taxpayers these lawsuits which will likely end up being a huge cost to the taxpayer. For what end? Thank you.
Thank you. Others? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Michelle O'Connor, Orlando Road.
Talk to the mic.
I do walk.
Mr. Khan, hang on.
Okay,
Thank you.
Michelle O'Connor, Orlando Road. I do walk my dog every
Could you
single
just, I'm
trail,
sorry,
park.
Can you just repeat your name and address?
Michelle O'Connor. Oh,
And address.
1875, Orlando.
Thank you.
Okay, I do walk my dog on every single trail and park. Okay, so several times I see the deer, somebody shoots them or takes an arrow to them and they just lay there. And I'm sure the police department has many complaints. I do not feel safe with that now. I don't know what your distance is, but Potts Grove is a small area. You wanna hunt or shoot, go up to the Poconos. I just think this is really unfair and unsafe. Thank you.
Others? Okay, well, closing public comments and moving now to commissioners' comments. Commissioners, I got a comment? Okay, we are gonna move into executive session. We have real estate and possible legal. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Are you adjourning or coming back after executive session?
No action is expected. It's adjourned.
No action.
So,
means we're
it's
not
at
gonna
the
be
meeting.
coming out and voting on anything. We're just gonna come out to adjourn.
But you're not adjourning now?
No.
Okay.
We have to come out of executive session to adjourn. But we're not voting on anything, which we
Okay.
would have to come out of executive session to vote.
Last meeting we adjourned before executive session. Okay.